So, Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook just released some algorithm updates that you might have heard of. And at MKJ Marketing, we're always watching this kind of thing with digital and wanted to advise all of our clients on just a couple things to think about as they consider their Facebook strategy in light of these pretty significant changes. So, just to give you a little background, Mark Zuckerberg said that the change is going to result in less public content from businesses, brands, and news media. And so the focus of these changes is really to help, he says, users not just find relevant content, but instead help them have more meaningful social connections. Why this change exactly is happening is unclear. Could be in reaction to some of the fake news press that Facebook has had during the election. Could also be, just more and more brands are using Facebook as advertising. And I've said for a long time that Facebook is not free. And they have been charging really to access people in your community for really several years now. Even before this change, only about 16% of your organic content was reaching even the people who had liked your page. So that is going to go down significantly with this algorithm change because they're going to be putting the organic content, and that means content that you're not promoting with advertising. They're going to be putting that content onto the news feed, the main homepage when you log into Facebook, less and less. And the only content from businesses and brands and even news that's going to go onto our news feeds is content that's engaged with a lot. So what does this mean for our clients, funeral homes and end-of-life providers who are considering, and using in many cases Facebook as a major part of their digital and overall marketing strategy? I think the first thing that's important to understand is that Facebook should only be a part of even a digital strategy, but certainly an overall marketing strategy. Primarily because of changes like this, but also because Facebook is only one media. We also want to have a balanced perspective when we're looking at a marketing strategy so that we can reach consumers who maybe don't check Facebook as frequently as others, or who are more inclined, like many baby boomers are, to watch TV instead of spend significant amount of time on Facebook. So, making sure that your strategy overall is balanced. But looking at Facebook specifically, this is not something new. Again, Facebook has wanted businesses to advertise like they do on TV, like they do in newspaper, like they do on every other media. Facebook is not free, and this change just further signifies that. So boosting more content, using more of your advertising dollars to promote content that's actually going to get you leads and actually going to get you traffic over to your website is how you should be spending your time on Facebook. Generic content that doesn't talk about who you are or what your funeral home is doing should not be boosted. It is not going to do anything, just like putting generic content as a TV commercial wouldn't help you. People need to understand who your brand is. They need to know what services you offer and why they might choose you. It's the same exact strategy on Facebook as it is in every other marketing and advertising media that we at MKJ work on. So, understanding what you're boosting and making the most of your advertising dollars is going to be important given this change. Certainly, having content that is unique, things that feature your family or your business staff, people in the community, times when you're hosting public events, things like that, certainly get more engagement than a stock photo, for example. And we at MKJ really encourage our clients who we work with on social media to send us that content. And we work with you on a monthly basis, with our calls and different interaction to try and brainstorm that content so that we can really get great content that will resonate with people in your community. And so that's only going to become more important, specifically because that content usually gets more engagement. So more likes, more shares, and more comments. And that is the kind of thing that Facebook's going to preference in terms of putting into the news feed. So we really want to be sure that we're making the most out of our content and really working with you all, our clients, to get the best content on your page. Video will continue to be very important with this algorithm change, and that's something that we're always looking to put onto the page. Video generally gets more engagement and more views, so that will only continue to be important. But one of the things that I think is most overlooked in this algorithm change is how important it is to respond to comments. And so that's something that we always focus on, whether it's with our full service clients responding on their behalf to comments that people in their community make, or when we're training, either with our Social Light coaching or training at a seminar. I always spend a lot of time focusing on how to properly respond to comments, timeliness, the right language to use, how to speak professionally with people, and really draw them out. Because when people take the time to leave a comment on our business page, we want to respond to them in an appropriate and warm way so that we can encourage them to respond again. And that kind of engagement is really what Facebook's looking for and preferencing in this algorithm change. So when you have a post that has a lot of engagement, that's the kind of post that's going to show up on the newsfeed organically. And that's really how we best use Facebook to engage with our community anyway. So always being sure to engage with those commenters, or if you're an MKJ client, certainly relying on us to do that engagement for you. And that's still going to be very, very important after this change. If you have questions about how to address Facebook given these changes, or just coming up with a strategy for you all if you're not working with us already, I'd love for you to reach out to me and I can talk to you in a free consultation over the phone, or we can chat through email or other ways online, so that we can help you be sure to use Facebook effectively for your business and not waste advertising dollars doing the wrong strategies.